The functions and powers of Ombudsman. The vesting of varied and enormous powers in the hands of administration resulted in the emergence of vast administrative machinery, enjoying large discretionary powers in all democratic countries of the world. The administration today enjoys a vast reservoir of power to order and affect the day-to-day lives of the people. This tremendous increase in power has generated the possibilities and opportunities of misuse of the power by the administration at the same time. In the name of public good, it may disregard the individual interest. Therefore, it was necessary to evolve an adequate and effective mechanism to contain these dangers by keeping the administration under control. In some countries, a method was devised which would, to quote one writer, register a small man's battle against red tape and administrative injustice. Sweden. Sweden tried it in 1809, fired first against the monarch and then against administration. It was copied by Norway and New Zealand in 1962. The courts do not provide for complete review of entire administrative field. There are a number of aspects of administrative functioning which fall outside the judicial purview. So there are a number of things which are outside the judicial purview, which is not under judiciary. These are administrative functionings, number of administrative functionings. In order to exercise control over these aspects, it is necessary to establish some institution competent enough to remove the grievances of the public. The problems of citizens' grievance, which has been germinated by a welfare state, have caught the attention of the world for establishing an institution like Ombudsman. The institution of Ombudsman is meant for the achievement of such objective. So what is Ombudsman? It means a delegate or agent. A literal meaning of Ombudsman is delegate or agent. In the words of Professor S.K. Agarwala in his book The Proposed Indian Ombudsman, the term Ombudsman refers only to institutions which have three basic and unique characteristics. The Ombudsman is the independent and non-partisan officer of the legislature who supervises the administration. It is Ombudsman is an independent body which supervises the administration. What it does is supervise the administration. Ombudsman is independent and supervise the administration. So the next point is Ombudsman deals with specific complaints from public against the administrative injustice and maladministration or may proceed on his own information in similar circumstances. Ombudsman may proceed with his own information in similar circumstances, or it may receive the complaints, deal with the complaints of the public against the administrative injustice and malpractices which is prevalent in government offices. He has the power to investigate and criticize, report back to the legislative. It has the power. Powers Ombudsman has? It has the power to investigation, power of investigation, power of criticism, power of reporting back to legislative body like Parliament, state legislature. No, but not to reverse the administrative action. That means it cannot reverse the administrative action. Ombudsman cannot reverse the administrative action. In Sweden, Denmark, and Norway, he is chosen by Parliament. Sweden, Denmark, and Norway, Ombudsman is chosen by what? Parliament. By which body? Parliament. In consequence, he is responsible only to that body. That means Ombudsman in Sweden, Denmark, and Norway only responsible to Parliament. He watches the public servants and sees that they do not injure the taxpayer. What it does, it watches. To whom it watches? It watches the public servant and ensure that they do not injure the taxpayer. The office of the Ombudsman is a kind of national complaint department. Ombudsman office is a kind of national complaint department. So if there is any kind of injustice or malpractice prevalent in the public offices, then where we can go? We can go to complain complain against those public servant to the ombudsman. Okay, it's a kind of what national complaint department. Naturally, he is endowed with enormous power. So ombudsman has enormous power. So in case of FIRs also, public police is not acting on the FIRs, we can complain on the ombudsman also. So naturally, he is empowered with enormous power. He can seize state files. He can see the state files, even call even the prime minister to account. Wow, brave. He can call prime minister to account. Ombudsman has power to call prime minister to account. He could seek to prosecute any official for good cause shown. He has the power to prosecute any public officer for good cause shown. In Finland, it appears that four cabinet ministers have been penalized. In Finland, four cabinet ministers have been penalized. In Sweden and Finland, he could even take steps against the judges, although of course he could not reverse these decisions. In Finland and Sweden, not in India, in Sweden and Finland, he could take steps against the judges. See how powerful ombudsman is. We gather that one judge was fined